check for monsters in my sheets. Yeah, high school was hard. You'd fight with my mom. I'd fall asleep to the screaming. Sound machine always speaking. Left emotional scars. Now I'm 21. A soul of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. That's what it was. A soul of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. That's what it was. That's what it was. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. That's what it was. Oh, I'm doing things I shouldn't know from. Yeah, doing things I shouldn't do. That's what it was. Yeah, I play you my favorite songs on a car ride. You list me all the time. Left you in your love. Oh. And you smoke on your chair while I was trying to sleep. I smell the smoke in the air, but that was normal for me. I didn't know. I didn't know. But now I'm a soul of 50 years. And
Yes.
now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. That's what it was. Feels like I'm 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. That's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was. Oh, just a kid. Oh, doing things I shouldn't know from. Doing things I shouldn't know. That's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was. Oh, you tell me stories. You tuck me in. And the second you leave, I call you right back to check for monsters in my sheets. Yeah, high school was hard. You'd fight with my mom. I'd fall asleep to the screaming. Sound machine always speaking. Left emotional scars. Now I'm 21. A soul of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. That's what it was. A soul of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. That's what it was. That's what it was. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. That's what it was. didn't know. I didn't know. But now I'm 21. It's all of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. That's 21. Feels like I'm 50. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21. That's 21. That's 21. I'm 21. Oh, you tell me stories. You tuck me in. And the second you leave, I call you right back. You check in my feet, in my shoes. Yeah, high school was hard. You fight with my mom. I'd fall asleep to the screaming. Sound machine always speaking. Left emotional scars. Now I'm 21. A soul of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21. A soul of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21.
What is going on, everyone? It is Maxwell Allen back yet again, and this is the video I promised where I'm actually explaining what my training is nowadays. So after consulting with Derek and going over like how recomp is going to work for the next, at this point, 2.5-ish months, my training had to change in order to accommodate for this, to progress with strength. Not being in a caloric surplus makes it a bit more difficult to get stronger consistently by like adding weight every week. So we opted for something a little bit different and adding a rep to everything every single week, which one rep may not seem like a lot, but it is such a minute increment of change that it's very easy as long as I'm keeping all the other factors of my life in order to progress every single week. So for example, as you saw in the workout, deadlift was my main exercise of that pull session. Now with the main compounds, I get one set all out, everything I got in the one set, and I have a rep range from 6 to 12, which I know seems very broad, but the genius behind it is you pick a weight at first that you can only handle for 6 reps, and then every single week what you do, just beat it by 1, add a rep every week. So I started with 315 pounds on deadlift. I can handle it for more than 6, and I had in the past, but I wanted to make sure that my back was staying strong because my lower back has been a point of contention and a sticking point for a lot of my lifts. It's like keeping everything stable throughout a compound, which is ironic because I feel like my core is strong dynamically, but when it comes to just sitting back and bracing on something, it's where my core is the weakest. And I technically train it like that the most. Again, ironic, disappointing, something I'm working on. So 315, started at 6 reps, got it. Next week, 7, got it. Week after that, last week, I was supposed to get 8 reps, and I failed at 6 because I felt my lower back giving out. and it was very disappointing. However, I was able to persevere this week, and I actually got it for 9 reps, so technically I am perfectly on pace, which is cool. So after that one top set, I do another set. As a back off set, I usually take about 40-ish% of the weight off in any given lift. So like with bench, say I'm at 175, I just go down to 135. Technically it's supposed to be a little bit lower. I don't know, with any pushing movement, I feel like if I drop the weight, I can just rep out so much better. Like when I get to overhead press and explain that one, it'll be kind of interesting. Deadlift for today. Hit 315 for 9, and it was a howler of a grinder, but I got it done. Then I went to 225, dropped 90 pounds. Pretty big jump, but the point of this back off set is to get high reps, to completely like tax the muscle as far as I can. Preferably what I want to do is pick a weight that only allows me to get about 12 reps right after. But I dropped to 225 because with deadlift especially, I find that towards the end, my lower back is so gassed that another set, my lower back is just like not even able to perform like half as well. So I play it smart. I lowered the weight a little bit extra compared to all my other compounds. And from there, I just rep. So hit 315 for 9, dropped to 225, and I got her for 17. Really wanted 18, but I knew I would have thrown something out if I did. So that was awesome. And that's kind of how all my compounds work on everything, except I have one exception to that, which I'll get to in a second. But overall, my workouts, I just have 1 or 2 hard sets on anything that I consider a compound movement. I have 2 movements in all of my exercises that I pair with jumping rope. And the reasoning for this, they're typically auxiliary lifts that on their own accord aren't really enough to completely gas me to the point where I feel like I'm just completely dead. It's not that I'm not trying hard enough, but I'm also using the jump rope to just keep my heart rate higher. My heart rate's gonna spike a hell of a lot more on a hard ass set of leg press than it ever will on ATG split squats. Like, I'm sorry, it just will. Not saying ATG split squats are easy, they are not, but compared to leg press and getting my heart rate up, they don't compare. Also, the point of these 2 movements on each of my workout days with the jump rope is I try to move fast and stay a little bit more athletic with them, because I'm, at the end of the day, studying to be an AT. I gotta practice what I preach. If I can't move fast, I don't think I really deserve to tell people ways to get faster. So on my first push day, what I'll do is I'll pair cable flies and plyometric push-ups with it. Cable flies aren't exactly the most athletic movement in the world, but what I really like to do is 1 arm at a time and squeeze the hell out of the pec, because I have really bad mind-muscle connection with them, and also they're one of my biggest weak points, so it gives me an opportunity to do that. And then with jump rope, it actually helps me engage my shoulder a little bit more so I can work my pec even harder on them. And then the plyometric push-ups, what I'll do is set out 2 dumbbells in front of me, and I'll push up, Superman out, tap the dumbbells and bring it back in. Just harder than a clap push-up, because I don't find clap push-ups to be that difficult. I can bust out sets of 20 of those. Whole day, it's usually hammer curls, and today, as you saw, hammer curls and inverted rows. My other pull day is more hammer curls and hammer curls and face pulls. That's what it is, hammer curls and face pulls. Because as I'm jumping rope, it actually taxes my forearms a lot, and then my rear delts actually get going. So it's actually a pretty gnarly superset. First leg day, I'll do speed squats, just throw a 135 in the bar and try to move as fast as I possibly can, up and down. Superset with jump rope, and then ATG split squats, superset with jump rope to try to improve my dorsiflexion, knee health, and also pretty gnarly burn in the quads when you do it right. On top of that, it helps get my hip flexor stretched out with all the running that I'm doing. Now, tight hip flexors are not fun for any sort of movement. Second time around, second push day, the tricep push down with, I'll throw it on the screen when I edit this video. I can't think of it to say the life of me. Then my other leg day, what I'll do is box jump squats, sit down to a box, I'll lift my legs up and then re-strike the ground as I squat up as fast as I can. And then ATG split squats, now superset with kettlebell swings, because I want to do more posterior work that day. And a full day today, as you saw, hammer curls. My workout regime is a little bit different now. And all things said and done, I'm just trying to move faster, get stronger. It's working well. Everything's going surprisingly well so far. The recomp is going also well. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't look amazing, but it might look halfway decent on camera. My pecs are getting a little bit bigger, my shoulders are growing a bit, arms are getting a little bit bigger, legs are getting a little bit more defined, and they're definitely getting more powerful. And I'm staying the same weight too. I wish I was leaning out a little bit faster, and I definitely can do that just by decreasing calories a bit. But I'm actually choosing to stay a bit stagnant at the moment in terms of weight because I'm getting stronger and I'm staying the same weight, which means I am leaning out and putting on muscle at the exact same rate. Not as fast as I wished it was, but what are you gonna do? It's working, I can't complain too much. Right now I'm living the dream that a lot of people wish they could right now. I'm putting on muscle and burning fat at the same rate. It's tedious, but it's working, and that's important. 30-day transformation actually is coming in the next about week and a half, if I'm not mistaken, so I'll definitely have a video posted on that, comparing and contrasting the physique and strength levels at that point. But that being said, I got another video hopefully coming Wednesday. Haven't really decided what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll just record one of my workouts and talk about that so I can actually get all my workouts out there in video form, or I'll just properly go through and go through and like each of my workouts day by day, as opposed to kind of what I talked about here, because it got kind of mumbled. And the main point of this is I really just wanted to talk about how I wanted to move my compounds. So that's something I'll decide. Remember, please like, comment, subscribe. It's Maxwell Allen. See ya.